Hi guys, it's Barry and DR, and it's a great pleasure today to actually introduce one of our favorite people. They're a Canadian couple, and Claude and Marie-Josée. What would you guys, with your experience in the country, living here, you living alone as well, what would you guys suggest to people that might want to consider coming down and looking at the Dominican Republic? As you know, I'm very much into trends of where economies and where the world governments are headed. What would you advise people that are contemplating maybe coming down and looking at the DR as a second home or a safety exit strategy? What advice could you guys, you've done it all, you've moved here, what advice could you give our viewers that might be beneficial?
For Marie-Josée, you want to? So, you're sure? I would say I don't do business here. I work north. When I'm here, I'm not in working mode. But something that I observed with many people that moved there and wanted to do business, for example, here, I would say first show up. You can live here. If you live modestly, you can live for a way cheaper than in the States, obviously, and observe, look, feel the thing, because people are coming here sometimes doing business, opening a store or whatever, then realize that it's not as other countries. It's very different. The way you have to first seize the mentality of the people, how it goes, and after that, you will have, I would say, more chance of success if you want to move here and make your life working here or doing business. I observe many people who broke their teeth coming here before seizing the way to do business here. Mm-hmm. I think it's very important. You first come, look, feel how it goes, and after that, it will give you a lot more chance that your experience works.
That's sound advice for anybody moving anywhere. Learn the neighborhood, the country, the people first.
Yeah. Mentality.
Don't go in right away with both feet. See how cold the water is. Put your toe in first. Don't jump in the lake right away. But as far as the region, Rio San Juan, Inagua, Cabrera, as far as the region, do you see opportunities for expats on businesses that we need, services that we need, different restaurants? Like, for example, I know we need a barbecue barn. We really could use a good Chinese restaurant or a sub-sandwich place and various other conveniences for the expats. Do you see opportunities here for the right people?
I would say we always think when foreigners coming, many are thinking about restaurants or that kind of stuff. There's a lot more. Look here, the population, young peoples, a lot of. This is a country in development, so it has a future. I know people are not rich, but they are getting more and more and a little bit more. So most of them, for example, got cell phones. And now, you see a lot more with computers. Someone who's doing business in computers, for example, would find here a market, and seriously, there's a lot of youth that are seeking for that kind of things. You provide a service that the young people likes, and I would say there's a big future for that here. Not just in restoration. There's in restoration, obviously, but I would say there's a lot more that people can consider if they want to do business. Mm-hmm. But myself, I'm not, as I said, but I can observe and I can see.
By being a resident, you see what's going on, yes. And the major developments, the Playa Grande project, Loma Alta developments, all the people DRescapes is relocated. Mm-hmm. You see by being here. I wanted to ask you, though, as well, we believe very much that the people come for our discovery tour is much better to stay with a family, a local family, an expat family, because they're going to learn so much more of what waking up a normal life is, like where they go to the grocery and cook their own breakfast, or they have Marie-José making breakfast for them. But would you agree that you're going to learn so much more staying with a couple in a house on your own than you would in the hotel? I mean,
I think it's a must.
I agree.
If you come here and you live in a resort, for example, and you just visit with the safari tour, you know, going to, no, you will see nothing. You got no, you need to come and feel the pulse of the place. You have to be with, or living in a, you can rent an apartment here, you know. People never considered. You can live, there's a lot of available apartments. A foreigner can rent for some months, you know, at very good price, and then you are there. Your neighbors are all Dominicans. So, or living with a foreigner already living here. I would say when I first came, there was foreigners, people who moved there, that explained me little things about the way to live here. Because that's an art. You have to. If you don't, I would say you miss something. And one day you cannot live as the exact same way that you live in other countries. This is Westerner country, I would say. Yeah, but different.
It's a simpler life, you know, but we've had many of the DRescapes visitors come down, and several of them have stayed here. I'm giving a plug because the price is fantastic. They do it to help the DRescapes people. They make it very affordable. We're going to actually display some of the various photos of Claude and Marie-José's place. And with that in mind, consider that option if you're planning a DYD tour, because the object of the tour is to get as much experience as you can in 4 or 5 days of visiting, as well as during the evenings. Once we bow out for the day and we go home, you're still here. You can have a drink or two, a wine, coffee out on the gazebo, kiosco out here, and really learn a lot more by getting a little in-depth and personal and asking the questions that you might not want to ask on the tour for some people. So if there is anything else that you could say for people considering the DR, for you know, any last-minute advice, what would it be?
Advice?
Ideas.
Advice, just come, show up, you will see, you will like it. Obviously, as you know, about everybody coming here, they enjoy and they like it. Am I right?
Well, yeah, that's why we're here.
Oh, that's
absolutely.
it.
It's not heaven, but it's just 2 turns away.
Yeah.
You know, guys, this is Barry in DR, and until next time.